Thanks for staying with us. When it comes to business, perception often overshadows reality. Actress Shawn George has sparked conversations with her story of how telling the truth once cost her a major investment opportunity. Over a decade ago, she disclosed to one of Nigeria's richest men that her movie cost her 6 million naira to produce. Instead of seeing value in her honesty and resourcefulness, he dismissed her, later admitting he never takes small people seriously in business. Her experience echoes a common struggle across industries. When your product or service seems too cheap or modest, the affluent often look elsewhere, even if your offer carries genuine value. But here's where the debate heats up. Should success in business depend more on perception than on substance? On one hand, some argue that packaging, branding, and even exaggeration are necessary tools because investors often equate high cost with high quality. On the other hand, many believe integrity and truth should never be sacrificed, insisted that real value will eventually attract the right partners. Now we ask, should entrepreneurs inflate figures to look serious or stick with truth and risk being ignored? Do the rich only invest in people who look wealthy enough to be trusted? Is packaging more powerful than real value in attracting big investors? Should faking it to make it be seen as smart strategy or dangerous dishonesty? And finally, does Nigeria's business culture reward image over integrity? What are your thoughts? You can join the conversation on 02016 352013 or 09024163440 or tweet us at TVC Connect using the hashtag YourViewTVC. This is not the first time we're having this sort of conversation where we talked about how many people will go above and beyond to package their product or services because they want to attract certain clients, and it cuts across industries. I remember there was a time we're going for auditions, and then we went into that audition and we came back. Many of us did not get the job, but there was this particular girl who went in, and then she came back, and I noticed she had her car key in her hand, right? I didn't know what it meant. So when she came back and she was like, they told me they're going to give me a call back, and it was because they saw my packaging, they saw my car key. So in their head, I'm not a common actor. It was modeling. It was for modeling. I'm not a common model. They know that, okay, I'm high class. And we're asking, who gave you the idea? They said it wasn't even her car. It was one of the other, models who came who had the car. And when it was her touch, she just said, give me your car key, give me your car key. And then she went in and she was flaunting the car key while she was being interviewed. And then she got the job. And she was saying that, you go carry yourself now. You package yourself now. Give them the impression that you have this and you have that. They will price you better. So it's not just in business. It's not just in whether it's fashion, whether it's health, whether it's clothing, hair, whether it's skincare, whatever it is. It's not just in that. In every industry, I've heard that people have to package themselves a certain way to get the sort of contracts that they are looking for. And the question is that necessary? Are we not ignoring value because we want to focus more on aesthetics? So help us, business people on the table.
They look me. Why they look me?
I wanted you to talk now.
I say
okay, so let me start. Because I was looking at her to start, but let me start. So I'm a legal and business consultant, right?
Okay.
And first off, when it comes to business, well, we don't deal with sentiments. I said, there's no sentiment. It's business. We're here to make money. And if I'm going to take the risk for a small business at the same risk for a bigger business that's going to give me profits, why am I going to waste my time on the same amount of time, energy that I'm going to put in a small business? If I put that in a big business and I'm going to make more money, why would I want to waste my time? There's no sentiment to it. It's strictly business. And then you're talking about, when you talk, because it's a game of numbers. The numbers don't lie, right? And I'm dealing with facts and I'm dealing with numbers. And for example, like what Shawn George, let's go back to the conversation where she said, that he said 6 million. It also depends on your presentation. If I were in her shoes, for example, and I wanted to present my case, if you called him the richest man, he did not become the richest man by playing small.
Okay.
I like to be factual, right? This is business. There's no sentiment.
Okay.
If he was being sentimental, he won't be the richest man that you're coming to look for to invest in your business, right? And then if I were in her position and I wanted to present that case, I'm not going to present that case as one movie. I'm going to let him see value in the fact that if more that this movie can be done as the sequel, and how this movie can go to certain platforms that can make, I call numbers. I give him numbers that even though it's just one movie that produced with 6 million, I run the numbers that if there's a projection, if there's a sequel to this movie, it will bring so numbers, and if we can host it on a New York Movie Festival, Canada, Toronto, like you had a chance to just to sell yourself, sell your market, sell the movie. It does not. At that point in time, he's not telling you, okay, where's your presentation, where's the paperwork? No, because you just met him. There's a coincidence. So that means you can bobo yourself. You can. That's why as entrepreneurs you should be able to like sell yourself any second, any chance. You bobo him like, and that's presentation. Like this, that I can do this. It can be done like this. And then when the movie projects, and then we can I said that's projection. Then when he now says, okay, you know what? I think you should come to my office. Bring your paperwork and everything. Then by then you go and meet the team of people that the professionals that will now handle presentations. That they now say, oh, this is a big rich man. Oh, he deals in big numbers and everything. What can we do with this movie that we've done so far? And what are the projections? And even if you now go back to do your presentation and you're no longer presenting that particular movie, but other movies that can make him money, then you have the table. It's as simple as it gets. There's no sentiment here.
So I was going to say, you reeled out some questions.
Yes, I did.
Perception or substance. Is it okay to inflate figures? Is packaging more valuable? And fake it till you make it. You know, all these terminologies are what people use when they want to actually get an investor to invest in their businesses. And the truth is, whether you like it or not, perception is key. Nobody knows you from anywhere. It's what they perceive of you that stands out first. And then when you now open your mouth to speak, that's how you will know whether the person you have the person's attention or not. There's something that has to do with the right place and time. According to the conversation or what she wrote, it was an event. And most of those guys, they may not want to discuss business in an event. And most of these companies, being the public relations person and handling media gigs that I know, there's something different companies do. There's fiscal year. Most companies start from the end of the year. So between November, they started drawing their budget. September, between this time, they started drawing their budget for next year. So if you go and meet them in March, April, or June, you may not get that gig because they've already outlined their budget and they've started the execution. So I feel what Amaka has said, I actually agree. If you have something that you want to present to someone and you've presented to the person and the person is talking down on you, if it was me, I would say, it's okay, sir. Can we get a time and place I can pitch to you something greater? I have other projects I've been working on. This is just the list of, and the person, that's how you talk, and the person will know that, okay, this particular person, they know what they are talking about. We've had one comedian come to say that, comedian and event host come to say that he went to pitch for a hosting gig, and when he was talking to the man, subconsciously, in fact, he didn't even know that the man had sent someone out to see the car he was driving. So while they were talking and the man was trying to price him down, he said, no, I cannot take less. The next thing that the man says is, what car do you drive? So he didn't get that gig. So I have also been in a place where just by your appearance, just by how you're driving, by how you walk into a place, you already have it. You don't have to talk too much. So perception is key. Yeah, sometimes you have to fake it because whether we like it or not, if you see someone, you can tell because the ensembles are there. You can't wear pink clothes and now use maybe orange. That's how you appear, and people know that this person is not well put together. And that's how you appear too. They know that, yes, this person knows what they are doing, even though the budget is not there now. Do you understand? So sometimes we act in our feelings. Sometimes we allow emotions to take the place of reasoning. Because if I am a business owner, I'm an investor. For some people, and that kind of man, that 6 million might just be his profit from one investment. So if you're saying your entire expenditure on a project is 6 million, so what will I get on top of it? You'll be weighing your options, because definitely if I have so much money and people are coming to pitch, I will look for the one that will serve me more. And if I can get 10 million investing my money here, so why do I have to use my 6 million and tie down somewhere? It's like that across board. It's not just with big investment. Even with us, you see, they will tell you, okay, invest on this, you get 10%. Invest on this, you buy shares, you get 20%. You spread, you check. Like last year when different banks were doing their shares and they were selling shares, the red banks, the blue banks, and the rest of them, I had to look for the one that had more percentage to buy. Yes. There were some doing 6, there were some doing 7. Even when you go for fixed deposit, you see the ones that will tell you 2, you see the one that will tell you 3 per annum. You will settle for the one that will serve you. Highest, so it's business and no sentiment.
It's a game of numbers.
It's a game of numbers.
We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll continue this conversation. It is just starting. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. We're still discussing Shan George's faking it to make it story that she gave us about businesses and how it runs in Nigeria. And we're hoping to hear from Nymah. She hasn't shared her thoughts.
Okay, I thought. So I think that Shan George was too quick to react.
Okay.
You know, a lot of us expect that when we go to people, they share our belief in ourselves. And the one that is most hurtful is family and friends. You know, I once got rejected when I needed help by a very, very close family member. I mean, blood ties close. But my reaction was, it's not in your hands. It wasn't in her hands to give me that help. That's my reaction.
Yeah.
If it was in her hands, I'm sure she would do. Because I'm wired to quickly help. It's even something people call a fault from me now. And I'm trying to change it. Where you're telling me something, instead of me to think of, I'm thinking, and I'm working seriously. I mean, for the past years, I've been deliberate, working seriously and to not burden myself with other people's problems. But that's how I'm wired. And I thought at the time that, this person was exactly like me. I'd been involved in an accident and needed help. And I reached out and she said, no. She just said it straight. No. So I learned that, I called it a scare. I felt it wasn't in her hands. She probably had difficulties. We see people and assume we know them. Shan George did not see the account balance of the richest man.
At the time.
At the time. And even if he was the richest man, he was most likely some people are rich, but not in their cash at hand. No cash in bank. They are rich in their investments. They need to liquidate one thing to liquidate another.
To be able to do another thing.
So you need to give them more. You needed to prove. Beyond just saying I'm doing this. Maybe I'd asked the question to see where you were going and thinking, and then that's it. So forgive people. One of my closest mentors, one time I called him for a favor, I was even crying. I remember it was a rainy day. I locked myself. I called him. I was like, please, you need to do this for me. And he says, Nymah, as much, if you like cry more than this, I would not do this. Time proved him right. With time, I saw his incapacities. At the time, what I was asking him for was like asking a white sheep to bathe with pigs. That was what I was asking him for just to show that I'm important. So I think we should extend grace, to people. And then this pepper them kind of thing. When you finally do, by people saying now, when you finally do get to the top and meet your mates, there's no point of the pepper them. What's the pepper them? Because your success is yours. It didn't mean that the other people failed at something. It just meant that the journey was different.
Everybody's journey is different.
The catchphrases on this Twitter and all the social media pages, usually that I have proven them wrong. How about you have proven yourself right? And leave this matter. When we read this thing, the thing they tired me. Whenever I see it, it's always giving the younger ones to build from a place of pain, hate, and all of that. When I was much younger, when it would have been more stupid of me to do this. My senior, how you have senior in school? I was like a school mother, but we didn't have it. She was 5 years my senior. And at the time, I thought everybody would believe me because I just sat for my GCE. Thanks to my school, we had our SS2 exams like a WAEC. So we had done that. I had read rigorously because everybody knows I had to play. I had committed rigorously to it. So by the time I wrote GCE and then I wrote my WAEC, he was scaling it. I had all 9 papers and it seemed like I was excellent. Then JAMB came with a different style of exam. And I just kept looking at it because I didn't read for my first JAMB. I walked into it. The second one I started reading and started putting more effort. and it was a struggle. And she said to me one time, said, you can't make, you cannot. Law is not a degree for people like you.
Oh, no.
She went on, she did law, she graduated. When I did law and then graduated, I have never taken it as a point of rudeness to her. I didn't prove her
right or wrong.
I proved myself worthy. I did not have, and today we do business together. She go, let's do something together. I said, big sis, of course, yes. But that conversation, we never had it. I remember somebody trying to say, you don't remember? I said, I remember.
But you did not have it.
But I have built myself and I don't have any point to prove.
Okay, we have a caller on the line. Caller from Oshobo. Caller, are you there? Good morning. Caller Buhari, good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Good.
I'm amazing, sir.
I'm enjoying your tidbits on the telly as I'm watching it, although I put it on mute because I want you to hear me properly.
Okay, thank you.
You see, in this life, like Charles Pegram, Prof, said it. He said, it is better to be poor with your dignity intact than be rich and be dirty outside. So to me, any day, anytime, anyhow, for anything, I will stand for integrity.
Okay.
After all, it's not, life is not a rat race. Life is not a rat race. It's like exam papers. Each and every one of us is given a different set of questions. So if you want to copy another person's script, you are most likely going to fail successfully.
Yeah.
So the best thing is to toe the line of integrity, honesty, and dignity. So I don't know why you must tell lies. When you do that, at the end of the day, you are going to beat your Waterloo, as some people will put it. So that is my view. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So let's bring back this conversation. I like what everyone has said. I took from what you said that not everybody will believe in your dreams, and you shouldn't hold them to that, right? But that's on one side. The other side is what Amaka talked about, which is you have an opportunity to present. You have to show up well so that people can even believe in the dreams. Now, the question is, do we have to be a certain way to be able to grow in a certain business? For instance, I remember when I started the fashion business, right? And some persons told me that one of the reasons that they've not bought is because they see that the products are cheap. The same thing with hair. The person said, why I'm not buying it? Because I feel like your products are cheap. I said, but cheap, does cheap mean low quality? Cheap can have quality. So you are looking for cheap. There are people that are buying the cheap ones. You're looking for expensive. There are people that are buying the expensive ones. And she said, yes, because she's been noticing the ones I wear are different. I said, exactly. If you want those ones, you will pay premium for them. But many people did not come into the business because they felt it was cheap. So the question is, do we have to keep inflating and keep faking to attract sort of customers that we want? That's where the crux of this matter is.
Okay, so I'll come to you, but let me answer her, right? In Nigeria, we have this entitlement mentality where it is my money, but you want to tell me how to spend it. It is my money. You want to tell me to invest in you. By force, by fire, my money, but you want to tell me what to do with it, right? And like what Nymah said, cash at hand, cash in bank, you don't know if my money is spread out, and then whether you're worth me liquidating an asset to be able for you, right? And regardless of the numbers, you need to understand that there's a people connection. Even when you want to do business, energy matters. Energy speaks. So if I come into a room now, for example, and I want to hire 2-3 people, I want to hire somebody, and then 2-3 people show up. You find out that regardless of how smart somebody is or whatever, if 3 of them have the same qualifications, they're all smart, I'm going to go with someone that my energy connects with. Energy is important, right? And that's why I always tell people that it's important to have this positive mindset and happy energy and have a happy vibe in anything that you're doing, especially in your relationship with people, because it doesn't lie. If you're showing up as somebody that, is sad, unhappy, nobody wants that around, right? So that's on one. Then
before the second one, I'll take a caller, Victor from Kaduna. Victor, are you there? After the call, we'll take a short break. When I come back, I start with you, Amaka. Victor from Kaduna, are you there?
Yes, I'm with you. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
You get me?
We can hear you, Victor.
All right. Well, this is an interesting topic. Fake it till you make it. For me, I personally believe that once you have defeated that need for validation, you don't have to fake anything in life. And you see, success is relative. What other people will define as success might be different to what another person will define as success. There are Nigerians that feel that no matter how the country is, if they don't japa, they are a failure. There are others that believe that we can make it within the country. And there are others that believe that the validations of others, the unnecessary pressure from the outside world, from social media and other things cannot get to me. And once you understand that the universe itself is from within, that is from your own self, contentment is from your own self, peace of mind is something that you don't get from any other person. It is something that you get from within. You don't need to fake anything. Now, when it comes to packaging, you can still package within your means without faking anything.
Okay.
Yes, you can still wear those very, very cheap clothes, but wear them properly. You can still wear those cheap perfumes, but wear them properly without needing to impress anybody out of your means, thereby putting yourself under unnecessary pressure that can lead you to want to compete in the outside world, that can translate to you wanting to do things that ordinarily are against your own personal value. Because if you check, most times you fake it because you want to, you are definitely trying to get someone's attention. That is not you. You are trying to impress someone. That is why you need to fake it. And once you do so, you realize that you will spend outside your budget. You will want to go to places that ordinarily you shouldn't even be there. You want to mingle with people that ordinarily you shouldn't be mingling with. And then you put yourself under pressure. And you
But
can't sustain
Victor,
anything
some
that
people
stays
have
for long.
succeeded that way.
You can't sustain it for long.
Some people have
But when you go
positioned
into
themselves.
that
Can you hear
lifestyle,
me, Victor?
It is a different thing.
Victor, some people have positioned themselves that way, gotten the kind of clients they wanted, and lifted their business that way. But thank you so much for your contributions. We'll be taking a short break now. When we come back, we continue the conversation. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.